नमस्कार. जय श्री कृष्ण. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा. Enunciating text 7, text 8 and text 9 of chapter 4, Vidur approaches Maitreya of 3rd canto the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 7. Shamavadatam virajam prashanta runalochanam dorbhisha chaturbhira viditam pita kaushambaren cha. The Lord's body is blackish but is eternal, full of bliss and knowledge, and very, very beautiful. His eyes are always peaceful and they are reddish like the rising morning sun. I could immediately recognize as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his 4 hands, different symbolic representations, and yellow silk garments. Text 8. Vam uravadhi shritya dakshinangri saroruham upashritar bhakashvatham krusham tyakta pipalam. The Lord was sitting, taking rest against a young banyan tree with his right lotus foot on his left thigh, and although he had left all household comforts, he looked quite cheerful in that posture. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the Lord's sitting posture, keeping his back against the newly grown banyan tree, is also meaningful. Ashwatha, the banyan tree, is so called because the tree does not die very quickly, it continues to live for many, many years. His legs and their energies are the material ingredients, which are 5 in all: earth, water, fire, air and sky. The material energies represented by the banyan tree are all products of his external potency and are therefore kept to his back. And because this particular universe is the smallest of all, the banyan tree is therefore designated as small or as a child. Tyakta Pipalam indicates that he had now finished his pastimes in this particular small universe, and since the Lord is absolute and eternally blissful, there is no difference between his leaving or accepting something. The Lord was now prepared to leave this particular universe and go into another, just as the sun rises on one particular planet and sets in another simultaneously, but does not change its own situation. Text 9. Tasmin Mahabhagavato Dvaipayan Surut Sakha Loka Nanucharan Siddha Asasad Yadruchaya. At that time, after traveling in many parts of the world, Maitreya, a great devotee of the Lord and a friend and well-wisher of the great sage Krishna Dvaipayan Vyas, reached that spot out of his own perfect accord. Maitreya was one of the disciples of Maharishi Parashar, the father of Vyasdev. Thus Vyasdev and Maitreya were friends and mutual well-wishers. By some fortunate accident, Maitreya reached the place where Lord Sri Krishna was resting. To meet the Lord is not an ordinary incident. Maitreya was a great sage and a learned scholar philosopher, but not a pure devotee of the Lord, and therefore his meeting with the Lord at that time may have been due to Adnyat Sukriti or some unknown devotional service. Pure devotees always engage in pure devotional activities, and therefore their meeting with the Lord is natural. But when those who are not up to that standard meet the Lord, it is due to the unforeseen fortune of accidental devotional service. Hari Krishna.